Hello and welcome to another update video about HBAR. So here on the HBAR chart, we're moving sideways still. The forecast was for sideways action. You know, in the last video, I talked specifically about this sideways triangle. So you could say that there's no change at the moment. The market is just following the sideways pattern. Obviously, you can't predict every single wave and behavior and movement within this range, but it's a very clearly defined sideways range at the moment. I would say the lower boundary is the 23 cent level. That's the 50% retracement of the last rally. And the upper boundary is at around 37 cents. Why is this the case? Because that's the last important Fibonacci retracement level of the decline. And that is a range, okay? I mean, you could even say it might be the 3rd of December high, which formed at around 39 cents, which is the upper boundary line. But I mean, it's not necessarily testing all the time those boundaries. So what is important is at the moment I see corrective movements to the downside, I see corrective movements to the upside down and so on. This could move sideways for a while because if you consider that HBAR has moved up aggressively in a very short period of time, it becomes clear, and it's actually holding quite well, but it becomes clear why this sideways action might take some time because, you know, these movements naturally, they have to be corrected at some point, right? They just have to be corrected at some point, and that can happen over price, which means it could be a sharp move down or something, which is not the case at the moment, or these corrections can happen over time, which is what we see actually at the moment. So yeah, so it takes a bit of time, and those are these typical sideways corrections. So let's go back to the shorter time frame. There is not really much to talk about. What I would like to highlight, however, is again that if a triangle is unfolding, we might see this up and down for a little while, A, B, C, D, E, and then eventually an upside breakout. But this is only really valid as long as the price holds above the A wave low of the triangle. So it needs to hold above the 23.5 cent level. Any sustained break below that level would indicate we are actually in a direct decline in the larger degree wave 4. But until that happens, I'm watching this triangle with a potential upside breakout. Now that interpretation might change depending on how the price is moving in these in this range and is going to move maybe over the coming days or over the coming weeks, right? If anything changes, I will let you know. What I need to see though is either a break below that 23.5 cent level, I'm talking about a sustained break, or above 37 cents to really indicate what's happening. Or if we see any 5-wave pattern anywhere, right? I mean, there is really not a 5-wave pattern anywhere visible here. This looks like 3 waves up to me. I'm having a short-term bias still to the upside, right? Because the pullback is not impulsive. It looks corrective, which means overall, even if we break out a little bit earlier, that is what I prefer. The larger wave 4, even though it's due on the micro level, one more high would still look best, possibly to target the 48 cent level next. That's the update about HBAR. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.